Hi guys, my name is Renee Reville and I own Simple Life, Simple Health, and I have my wonderful friend Rebecca here today. You might know her from Rebecca Reviews Renee, to ask me some questions about my business to help give everyone a better understanding of what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Perfect. Well, I think the first question that of course is on everyone's mind, Renee, is who are you and what made you want to get started with holistic healing and health?
So my background is actually in mental health. I got my bachelor's degree in psychology from Wayne State in Detroit. And at that point, I thought that I was actually going to do more industrial organizational business psychology. But then because of my love for cooking, I started to get more into herbs. I started to study aromatherapy, and I really liked not only studying those different modalities, but I also liked how they helped me relax, how they helped me to be healthy. And so by the time I started my graduate studies in psychology, I decided I kind of wanted to shift from more business psychology to actually what's called transpersonal psychology. I went to the Institute of Transpersonal Psychology out in Palo Alto, California for my master's program. It's now Sophia University. And transpersonal psychology is like holistic psychology. It studies mind, body, spirit, and just holistic wellness. It looks at the whole person. It looks at how sometimes our physical trauma affects us mentally. It looks at how mental stressors and traumas also settle into our physical body, and then that's when I really discovered my passion for body work, and I just knew that I wanted to take all these interests and put them together and have my own practice and my own business, which has now evolved into my own brand.
That's fantastic. So what led you to start Simple Life, Simple Health, and just give us a brief rundown of why you're doing all of this?
So right around the time that I got my master's degree in psychology, it was actually a PhD program that I was in. I took a break after I had finished accomplishing the master's portion of that program because I really wanted to do some work in the field and just kind of see, is this what it's cracked up to be? It sounds good. Let's kind of put our studies and our educational experiences into action. And in doing the case management work that I was doing throughout the city, both on the north side and then work on the south side as well, I found that there's a lot of people that just don't know about holistic and natural health and the help that it can provide to them. So not only people with mental illness, but just people in general that just suffer from everyday stress and anxiety, which I feel is pretty prevalent, especially when you're living in a city or urban environment. And I realized that I just wanted to let people know that healthy doesn't have to be complicated. So many people get overwhelmed and just give up trying because they see all this conflicting information out there, and it simply doesn't have to be that way. It's very accessible, it's very easy to apply to your life, and I just wanted to clarify and simplify that for people and let everyone know that you can be healthy and you can get back to basics.
That's great. So what are some of the things that you're doing with Simple Life, Simple Health in terms of products and services that you're wanting to get out there to people?
So on the service end of things, right now I do different body work modalities. Some of them I utilize the products that I make, such as with my different detoxifying body wraps, and then I also have some full body scrubs where I of course use the scrubs that I make. I'm a big fan of the body work. I'm also finishing now a second master's degree in traditional Chinese medicine, so I will be able to incorporate acupuncture and add to those body work services. There is the products aspect of my business where I have all natural, vegan friendly plant medicine products available for people. It includes some bath and body products such as my scrubs, which I mentioned. It also includes herbal tonics, tinctures, and one of my favorites that I'm really focused on promoting this year is my line of inhalers. They utilize aromatherapy, and yet they're convenient to put in your pocket. They don't spill, they're not messy, and they're really helpful for several different ailments and challenges that people face, ranging from sinus problems to allergies to headaches and then stress and anxiety. So I would like to get those really out there and promote that this year.
And in terms of education, speaking workshops, what do you have lined up for us?
I'm actually really excited. I want to get out there. Ultimately, I would like to become a professional public speaker and public figure for empowerment for people in general. I think it's very important that we as people take our health back into our own hands, that we ask questions, and that we understand why we're doing what we're doing in our lives, especially when it comes to our health. I'm also a firm believer in helping women to join hands and come together. I'm all for women's empowerment. I'm all for fellow women business owners and entrepreneurs. I'm for my fellow women and sisters that are at home taking care of their children, because that's a full-time job. And I think that women everywhere should be appreciated and empowered to do what they're doing and know that what they're doing counts and matters.
It's amazing. So where do you see the business going from here?
You know, I'm really open to kind of seeing how it evolves. I would love, especially for the inhalers, to be in a bunch of different stores throughout Chicago and maybe even nationally, who knows. I would love to do more professional speaking presentations and workshops, not only in the state of Illinois and the awesome city of Chicago, but all throughout the country. So I'm really open to seeing where things go. And then as far as the services go and that portion of my business, I'm really excited to look and discover the possibilities that can happen when we combine holistic health and especially Chinese medicine with our current understanding of mental health, and just see what awesome stuff can come from kind of merging those two modalities together.
And did you always know that this was your passion? When did you first feel the calling to holistic medicine?
Probably while I was working on my bachelor's degree in psychology. I really started to get into it. But from the time I was 16 years old, I was actually on my own at a fairly young age in Detroit. And I just remember thinking from that point forward, I really wanted to do something where I could help other people. Not only be the best that they can be, but to accomplish their dreams and just live really healthy, fulfilled lives. I love helping others.
You're so amazing. So I say enough about the technical. Let's tell the people where they can find you. How do they get their hands on what you have?
So right now I have an Etsy store. The name of my Etsy store is actually Simple Life, Simple Heal, because there wasn't enough space with the lettering for Simple Life, Simple Health.
Of course.
So my Etsy shop is Simple Life, Simple Heal. My website is still under construction, but it is up and coming. Hopefully you will see my products in stores pretty soon. I also have a newsletter that you can subscribe to, as well as a blog. And you can always find me through Twitter and Facebook too. I always post links to everything that I'm doing on Facebook. So if you look up my Facebook page, Simple Life, Simple Health, you will find the links to everything else.
Oh, Renee, thank you so much for just giving us this wonderful insight into your passion and your calling. It's really just fantastic.
Thank you, Rebecca, for actually reviewing Renee.
Anytime.